Mel just said, Castle Storm 2 kind of takes everything that the original game had that people liked and adds a whole other kind of story layer, or sorry, a strategy layer to it, and story layer actually. Plays a lot like Civilization, kind of old school Civilization. We want it to be accessible to everybody, but it's kind of a hex-based strategy. You want to kind of conquer the entire area. This is one of our smaller maps, but as you can see, it's completely obscured by fog of war at the moment because we're just getting started. But our first objective here is to build a farm on a field tile. So what we're going to do is build it here. So now it wants us to build a woodcutter's hut. And the woodcutter's hut would go here, but we don't actually have the resources for it now, so that's going to have to wait a turn or two. But one thing, the next thing we need to do is to defend the village from the attacking wolves. So we take our character here, who's Sir Gareth, and we move him up to the wolves. And immediately we will engage in combat here. So what you're going to see here is sort of a more traditional style of Castle Storm combat, except there's no castles here. There's normally going to be castles in the previous ones, but we still need to summon some characters to fight these wolves. By default, we're using the ballista, and that's pretty effective, and you can change up the weapons you use there. And then you can add new, throw new characters into the mix there. And we also have now spells. So this is a lightning spell. It's pretty devastating. Then there's a grab spell. It's a lot of fun. And just kind of, let's see. Oh, he killed him for me. So I gotta, let's see here. All right, we'll do the grab spell in a minute, but one thing also we can do is control every character on the battlefield. Last time you could control, no, he died. Here, I'll take a griffin. Where are you? Here. Last time you could control a hero character only, but now you can do anything from griffins to paladins to archers. All these different types, and while I'm controlling him, the AI is taking over the ballista. It's also summoning new characters in there. Let's see, I'll grab another one there. Let's do that. Take care of that guy. We're pretty close to having defeated this. So I'm actually going to do this for you. No, okay. Fine. There, I picked him up, throw him off the battlefield. That's a lot of fun to do.
Does he come back when you fling him off the battlefield?
Nope, he's gone. That one's gone for good. So there we are. We won this battle. We've liberated the village from the wolves. And as you can see, a little bit more of the battlefield opened up there. We can move a little bit more in this turn, so we'll go ahead and do that. You can see a little more. But what I'm going to do is actually move a little further into the battle, into the map. And this is what the map looks like once you've fully explored it. I haven't done a whole lot of conquering yet. This is my core area here that I control. Then there's this area here that I need to conquer from my opponent. Right now we're down here, and there's we could attack this stronghold to take over this area, but what I'm actually going to do is like kind of a little side quest. I'm going to take on these boars, and what you see here is different every time. We have 3 options here. We can attack, we can feed them, or we can just retreat. Sometimes it's just attack and retreat. Sometimes it is you can attack, but you have to pay a tax because it's hunting season. So you have to actually pay money to attack. And but it's always randomly generated. There's other things like this where it might be a group of bandits and you can straight up attack them, or you may be able to say, hey, can we hire you guys and have them as mercenaries? And they may say yes, or they may say no, and we're just going to attack you. But let's go ahead and just feed these boars. Nice and easy path over here. Cool. So I'm going to go to the main menu now. So there's 6 different campaigns. That was a very small version of what a campaign will be in the final game. We have 6 different heroes. Each of them will have their own story. Each campaign should last about 5 to 7 hours. Then we have skirmish modes where you can pretty much customize maps to your liking. There will be a lot more things to choose from in the final game here. What you just saw would have been a small map. You have medium and large. If you go large, you can add up to 8 different combatants. You know what? I'll go ahead and show you guys what this looks like. Every map is procedurally generated. So it's a different layout every time, even in campaign mode. You're never going to play the exact same game twice. So we still have the same basic objective, but this large map is considerably bigger than what we saw before, right? Oh,
That's
sorry.
okay.
Yeah. This would take a while. This would take a while to play through.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can see there's one faction here, another faction. Whoa, another faction down here. Yeah, it would take a while to play through all that, but you can if you want to. And then finally, we're going to just go to a battle, like a kind of classic Castle Storm style battle. We'll go to the Donkey Island here. So what you'll see here is there's a castle over here and a castle over here. That's the undead castle to the right. I need to summon some guys to fight them. And again, I have immediately control of the ballista with different things. So these are all undead. That's a headless horseman right there. To hit a headless horseman in the head, you have to hit his pumpkin, which is pretty fun. Yeah, and again, you can take control of anybody directly. They're very good at defending themselves. Oh, all right. So I'm actually going to do a little cheat. You will not be able to do this in the final game, what I'm about to do here. But I have called off all of their AI from respawning. So I'm just going to show you what it's like to just completely bombard a castle. This is different every time because the Unreal 4 physics. The castles just crumble differently every time, depending on where things land. You will do this kind of attack throughout the course of a game, but you'll also be managing all that other stuff. So you won't just be able to just sit here and do this, which is still pretty fun. So yeah, as you continue to bombard, you'll see what's happening behind the scenes at each castle. You win by completely destroying the castle or by capturing the flag that you see down here. Like one of your guys will come in, he'll grab the flag and head back to the base. You know, you get in close, you can see some just fun stuff like a zombie in a hamster wheel, and he's beating a dead horse, literally. That's a headless horseman admiring himself. And then we have a game of bones down there. So yeah, that's pretty much Castle Storm 2. Does anybody have any questions?
What platforms is this coming out for?
So yeah, this comes out on PC on the Epic Game Store, and it comes out on Switch, PS4, Xbox One.
Will it ever come out on Steam?
Very possible,
Okay.
but not anytime soon.